Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant forest, there stood a magnificent tree named Tilly. Tilly was no ordinary tree, she was the most generous and kind-hearted tree in the entire forest. She had branches that reached out wide, offering shelter to birds and squirrels. Her leaves were the greenest, providing a cool and comforting shade on hot summer days. But what made Tilly truly special was her heart. Tilly had a heart of gold. She cared deeply for the creatures of the forest, both big and small. She would often share her fruits with the animals, even if it meant sacrificing her own nourishment. Tilly believed that kindness was the most valuable thing one could offer. One sunny morning, a family of rabbits moved into the forest. They were newcomers and unfamiliar with the ways of the forest. As they hopped around, searching for a place to build their home, they noticed the beautiful tree, Tilly. "Look at that tree. It seems so inviting," said Mama Rabbit. "Yes, and those branches look like they'd make a perfect home for us," replied Papa Rabbit. The rabbit family decided to make their home in Tilly's branches. At first, Tilly was delighted to have new friends living in her branches. She welcomed them with open arms and shared her delicious fruits with them. The rabbits were grateful and grew fond of Tilly, too. However, as time passed, the rabbits began to take Tilly's kindness for granted. They would demand more and more fruits, without a word of thanks. They even started to nibble on her leaves, which began to weaken Tilly. Tilly's leaves turned pale, and her once strong branches started to droop. She was growing weaker by the day, and it pained her to see her new friends not respecting her anymore. One day, as Tilly's branches sagged lower than ever, the youngest rabbit, named Rosie, noticed Tilly's sad state. She approached Tilly with a concerned look on her face. "Tilly, are you okay?" Rosie asked. Tilly, with a weak smile, replied, "I'm not feeling very well, dear. I've been sharing my fruits and shelter with you, which I'm happy to do, but it seems I've given too much and forgotten to take care of myself." Rosie felt deeply sorry for Tilly. She realized that they had been selfish and ungrateful. "We're so sorry, Tilly," Rosie said, her eyes filled with remorse. "We took advantage of your kindness without appreciating you. Is there anything we can do to make it right?" Tilly, touched by Rosie's sincerity, said, "You've already done the most important thing, Rosie. You've recognized your mistake and shown genuine remorse. That's the first step to making amends." From that day on, the rabbit family began taking better care of Tilly. They watered her roots, pruned her branches, and always thanked her for her generosity. Gradually, Tilly regained her strength, and her leaves became green and vibrant once more. The forest flourished, and Tilly's kindness continued to shine brightly. The story of Tilly, the kind-hearted tree, served as a reminder to all the creatures of the forest that kindness should never be taken for granted, and that true friends always appreciate and care for one another. And so, in the heart of the forest, Tilly and her rabbit friends lived happily ever after, bound together by the lessons of kindness, gratitude, and the humbleness of a generous heart.